single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Tovar, and I come to you live with a quick naked tip, shall we say, or we call it a naked observation. I'm going to tell you this morning was started tough since the beginning, and I had some hard conversations and some things that made me very, very uncomfortable. So I would say this is more like a naked confession or a naked conversation, definitely an observation that I had within. Hence how I decided to come home as soon as possible just so I can decompress, and I decided to come and journal immediately because there's so many lessons when we get uncomfortable. Hence how I named this growth in the discomfort. Because when we do have those hard conversations, whether it is with our staff, our loved ones, or our patients, April, it's not time to play, it's not easy. And we feel the discomfort. And when we feel the discomfort, my naked observation is you have to ask yourself why. Just like I've said in the past, is this true? And what can I learn from it? Or how can I adjust? One of the conversations definitely were criticisms on my part, certain things that whether a patient, staff, or family member thought I'm not doing according to what normal should be or according to what right should be, and everybody has their own opinions. But what I'm trying to tell you, if it makes you uncomfortable, there is a growth opportunity. So that is the opportunity where you stop and you like almost move away from the picture and you ask why. Why am I feeling uncomfortable through this? And what is it that I can learn from? And can I just observe and listen without letting my judgment come too much into play? Because that is your golden opportunity to learn from it. So you keep growing in the discomfort. And the moment you start avoiding all the discomfort conversations, whether it is again with your loved one, with your staff, with your clients, with your patients, that is the moment you're going to stop growing. So there's so much growth in the discomfort, and this is hard for me to do because I know that there's so many things I have to change. I am very flawed, I'm very human, and there's a lot of things I don't do well. Hey, I'm gonna admit it right here on Facebook Live. If you're there, definitely say hi. I am flawed, and I do a lot of things that sometimes even the way I say things might offend others. So yes, I cannot say just, this is who I am and that's it. No, sometimes you need to back away, apologize, and take a different course. But when you do feel uncomfortable, it is your opportunity to grow. So it's however you see it, it's perspective, right? How you choose to see the situation. Am I going to see it as my opportunity to shine and learn from it? Or am I going to get so annoyed that it's going to disturb the rest of my day and all the opportunities I have to bless others with my talents, to be able to learn, to grow, because we're either learning or teaching. And my dog wants to play, she doesn't understand. And so yes, guys, there's so much growth in the discomfort, and I had to, I guess, learn it the hard way. As I learn almost every day, I feel like every day is a teaching moment. So I decided to share this with you guys, because I know sometimes we do not try things, or we do not go into new ventures because we want to be perfect, and we're not perfect, we're flawed, and you just have to be open to learning, open to growing, open for somebody that loves you to tell you something and that you probably needed to hear, even if it makes you uncomfortable at first. Because if it does make you uncomfortable, hola, it's definitely because there's some truth to it. So yes, guys, my tip here for you guys, if something makes you uncomfortable, it's probably hi. If you're there, say hi. Definitely, it's probably there to teach you something, so you can either learn or let it annoy you and just, disturb the rest of your day, which is going to be a non-teaching moment. So the universe is always there trying to conspire for us to grow into the best version of ourselves, and whatever situations that come your way, whether uncomfortable or not, is there for a reason. So you can choose to get upset because somebody told you maybe something you needed to hear, or somebody told you something you didn't want to hear, or you can choose to step back, see if it's true, if it resonates, make the changes accordingly so you can grow into your best version. And yes, I have a lot to learn. I'm learning, I'm teaching, I'm expanding, and I try to help others any which way that I can. So we can all live in a better world, right? We're all in this together. And when you realize we're way more alike than different, when I share my Get Naked story recently, so many people could relate because we all go through something. We all do. And my story is not very different than any other people's story. So I know that when we share, we bless others. Hi. And yes, there is so much growth in the uncomfort that we have to embrace and just go from there. So I hope you learn to grow from your uncomfort and get uncomfortable more times than you wish, okay? Because a lot about in you is going to resist it. It's not going to want to have that hard conversation. It's not going to want to put yourself in that position because it feels uncomfortable. But just do it anyways, because there's so much growth behind it. And after you're done with the uncomfort, you realize it wasn't such a big deal. You learned. There's always something to learn, even from criticism, even from rude people, even from happy people. Everybody is there to teach us something. So try to grab what you need, learn from it, and that way you dissolve the anger or the sadness. You dissolve it in order for you to move into your best self. So I hope this was useful. If it was useful, please say like, put a comment on it so I know. And yes, I'm ready to keep growing throughout the rest of my day, hopefully with less hard conversations coming up. And or why not, or just bring them on, because I am here to become my best version in all my little hats that I wear. And thank you guys for being there, for listening, for always being so supportive, and for sending me so many messages and stuff, especially with my other Get Naked blog that I did. So thank you so much. I learned through you. I love and appreciate you. Thank you to those people that support me, that really love me, and my friends, my loved ones. Thank you. You have a very special place, and even when you tell me something I don't want to hear, I am learning. So love and appreciate you. Have yourself a blessed Monday. Go and get uncomfortable and grow. Ciao.